All right, now to NFL news, and DeMarcus Lawrence making Seattle his new NFL home after 11 years in Dallas. The four-time Pro Bowl defensive end signing a 3-year deal with the Seahawks that will pay him $18 million in guaranteed money. And while Dallas will always be special to Lawrence, it doesn't appear as if it was hard to leave the Cowboys.
Dallas is my home. I made my home there. You know, my family lives there. You know, I'm forever going to be there. But, you know, I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So, yeah. We here.
Okay, so just Cowboys just minding their own business. They catch a stray, and Micah Parsons was not about it. He goes to social media and says, this what rejection and envy look like. This some clown-ish. And he even put the clown emoji on it. Well, guess who saw that? DeMarcus Lawrence. So he fired back. He said, calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I would.
Let's be very, very clear about DeMarcus Lawrence here, okay? The brother didn't even have a chance to pass gas before he was talking about his old team. I mean, he literally, it was the equivalent of just getting out the damn bathroom before this brother opens his mouth and is talking smack about the Dallas Cowboys, his former team. Having said that, he didn't lie. Because we know there's a snowball's chance in hell the Dallas Cowboys going to Super Bowl. 30 years in counting, just in case y'all didn't remember. You know, I mean, I'm looking at the Cowboy fans right now watching me. You know I'm laughing at you. You know I'm laughing at you, right? You know we're going to win the Super Bowl next year, right? You know we're going to win the Super Bowl next year, right? Nah. 30 years and counting. And what I peeled from that, stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what I peeled from his words specifically until I get a little bit further into this. Because that full interview, by the way, can be found at youtube.com/@HawkBlogger, okay? Anyway, those words didn't sit well with his former teammate, Micah Parsons, who wrote this on X, quote, this is what rejection and envy look like. This some clown shit, end quote. Now, Lawrence apparently saw the post on X, and he had his own retort directly to Micah Parsons. Quote, calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left. End quote. Okay. DeMarcus Lawrence is a good comeback. Since Micah Parsons clapped at you, you had every right to clap back at him. You had me, you know how they said in Jerry Maguire, you had me at hello. You had me at hello. Remember that? Well, you had me until that last line. You saying, hey, maybe you spent more time tweeting, less time tweeting and more time winning. I may not have left. We're not sure the Cowboys wanted to keep you. Last time you had double-digit sacks was 6 years ago. You had 25 sacks. You had 10.5 sacks in 2018, and I believe 14.5 sacks in 2017. That's 25 of your 61.5 sacks in 11 years. That means the other 9 years, you had a grand total of 36.5, which averages out to about 4 a season. You see what I'm saying? I'm just using math. So I want you to be careful about that. See, Cowboys cornerback Trevon Diggs writes, wow, can't go to war with somebody who really be hating on you. That's not true. Trevon Diggs, you can't go to war with somebody who doesn't believe in you. That's the real statement there. Y'all had a teammate that knew y'all weren't going to the Super Bowl. Y'all had a teammate that knew what Stephen A. had been saying for 30 years. Y'all had a teammate that let y'all know we really ain't shit. That's Cowboys. Now, I don't mean it in its literal terms. It's the National Football League. You had back-to-back 12-win seasons. Y'all were knocking on the door in a lot of people's eyes. You had the Cowboy faithful up there saying, yo, we going to the Super Bowl. You know we're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? You know we're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? And you had credible reasons to believe that until the playoffs arrived. And y'all nosedived. You see, when you see these photos of Cowboy fans, the most delusional, disgusting, nauseating fan base in American history, okay, which is I customarily say, it's all in fun. It's all love because I'm just trolling y'all. I'm just trolling y'all like y'all troll me. You know what I'm saying? Because I love how y'all get your hopes up. See, last year, the joy departed from me. I have to admit, I was sad. See, I don't want the Cowboys to suck. I want the Cowboys to be good because I want your hopes to get up. See, I don't want you falling off a curb if you're a Cowboy fan. I want you falling off the roof. Splow! That's what I want. Because there's nothing more nauseating to me than a Cowboy fan. You know we're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? You know we're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? Even when y'all go 3-13 or now 3-14, it's who y'all are. Y'all pass gas and y'all will tell somebody it's perfume. You spit somebody's face, you'll tell them it's raining. It's what you do. It's who you are. And you got away with it all these years. Because you got that man Jerry Jones right there, my buddy, my Libra buddy right there.
A big move has just occurred in the NFL trade market. The Minnesota Vikings have just acquired running back Jordan Mason from the San Francisco 49ers, and this trade promises to impact not only the NFC North team but also the 49ers, who will need to adjust their backfield rotation. Let's break down this trade and what it means for both teams. Stay tuned. Before we dive into all the details of this trade, it's important to talk about the impact of a recent restructuring of the Vikings' offensive line, which has further strengthened the team for the upcoming season. With the arrival of Ryan Kelly and Will Fries, the team now has a stronger line, which could be crucial for Jordan Mason's success in Minnesota. This move will also increase the pressure on NFC opponents. The Minnesota Vikings made a smart move by signing Jordan Mason, a young but already experienced running back who stood out last season with the 49ers. Mason had an excellent performance, with 789 yards and 3 touchdowns on 153 carries, even while dealing with injuries. The deal includes a 2-year contract worth $7 million guaranteed, with the potential to reach $12 million. With this signing, the Vikings hope to improve their ground game and provide more options for Aaron Jones, who also recently renewed his contract. In your opinion, do you think Jordan Mason will be a good complement to Aaron Jones in the Vikings' backfield? How do you see the impact of this trade on the team's 2025 season? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's get to the big breaking news. Jordan Mason's trade to the Vikings is one of the biggest moves of this offseason, and its fallout could change the dynamic in the NFC. Let's understand what this means for both teams. The Vikings acquired Jordan Mason from the 49ers in exchange for a 6th-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with a pick swap in 2025. This move further increases the options for Minnesota's offense, now with Mason alongside Aaron Jones. The 49ers, on the other hand, lose a promising running back but retain Christian McCaffrey and are looking to strengthen their backfield depth due to recent injuries to some of their players. This trade could have major consequences for the strategy of both teams. The Vikings gain a young and talented running back, but the 49ers, by losing Mason, find themselves in a delicate position regarding depth in the backfield. This could lead the Niners to seek alternatives in the market, further increasing the pressure on the team's management to find quick solutions. Do you think the Minnesota Vikings made the right decision by bringing Jordan Mason to the team? Or should the 49ers have tried to keep the running back for longer? Share your opinions in the comments. Stay tuned for more news about the Minnesota Vikings and the 49ers moves. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any details of this busy offseason. See you in the next video.